Happy Friday. This is Rachael, Plaine, and I'm here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. And we're here to live stream our candlelight yoga class that starts right now at 5:30. So just hopping on, I was rearranging things, as you can see, just kind of shifting around where the camera is and playing around with some stuff to maybe make it more interesting. So I want to create some different kind of more inviting atmospheres for our classes. So just kind of playing around with how we can set things up. So I lost track of time, but here we are, and I'm so glad that you guys are here at 5:30 for our candlelight yoga class. So we're going to get started in just a moment or so. You don't need anything special for tonight. I just have my mat back there. I didn't grab any props, but if you want to use any blocks or bolsters or anything else that would support your practice, a blanket, feel free to grab that, and we'll get started in just a moment. So it's going to be a gentle flow class. We're going to start on our backs tonight, just to kind of drop in and settle in. Happy Friday, Joanne. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad that you guys are here. It makes me feel like we are back in the studio together. Thanks, Shannon. I was rearranging things. Hi, Helen. Good to see you. So I just think I need better curtains because you can see that light back there that's in the hallway. So we're learning, we're adjusting, but we'll give it a try for something a little different. So let's get going. So you guys don't need anything tonight. You can just come to your mats, and we're going to start on our backs. So you can come lie down. I just realized that my phone is still on, so I'm going to just turn that off before we start so I don't get an accidental phone call in the middle of class. So go ahead and lie down. I'm going to turn my phone off real quick, and then we'll get started. So great, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, here we go. All right, very good. So come to sit, and you can take a comfortable seated position, and you're welcome to sit up on anything if you'd like or not. And I told you we were going to lie down, so actually let's come lie down. I got derailed by my text messages coming in, so sorry about that. All right, so the phone's off now. We're good to go. So come on your backs. And you don't need anything special. So come lie down. Stretch yourself out. Send the legs forward, the arms behind. Just take a moment to stretch out the armpits and the chest and the belly and the ribs. And then go ahead and gather your legs up into the body. So hold your knees or hold your shins or wrap the arms around the legs and just take a little rock. So eyes are closed. We're just going to massage our back body into the mat. So this Friday night class, if you're joining us for the first time, it's a nice, gentle class, a great way to end our week. It's always felt like a very sacred time for me when we come to the studio together with the lights off and the candles down on and the soft music playing. So trying to channel that same energy at home. I'm just winding down, letting go from your week, and peacefully entering your weekend. And then bring your hands onto your knees and start to circle your knees. Nice easy circles around the sacrum and the low back. And start to circle your knees the other way. Good. And then bring your feet to the ground and your knees up to the ceiling. Open the arms out like T and just widen your feet. Let's take a couple windshield wipers before we become still. So just rinse out any tension in the back and close the eyes. Finding this little bit of movement before we rest in stillness. Good. And let's bring the knees up through center. Have the feet as wide as the mat. And let the inner thighs and the knees fall towards each other. And let the arms come down like Shavasana. Palms face the ceiling, space at the armpits. Or place the hands on the belly. Or place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. If this is not the most comfortable place for the legs to be, feel free to adjust and move the legs into a different shape. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale a sigh. Good. Do that again. Breathe deeply in through the nose, into the belly, the ribs, the heart and chest. And let the breath out through the mouth. It's that letting go breath that we do seated oftentimes. One more time, deep breath in. And full breath out. Good. Breathe deeply through your nose into the belly, into the ribs, into the heart and chest, holding at the very top of the breath. And as you exhale, gradually relax the chest, release the ribs, and soften the lowest part of the belly. Do that again. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Continue your steady 3-part Dirga breath, in and out through the nose. Begin to feel the breath fill your entire body. So even those places that might not normally receive the breath, the outer edges of the body, the fingers, the toes, the arms, the legs, the front of the body and the back of the body. Imagining you could breathe into all the spaces, all the edges, all the corners. Each breath inviting in whatever you're seeking, inviting in peace, inviting in love, inviting in courage or strength, compassion. Filling up with whatever you need, whatever you desire. And each exhale, an opportunity to release and let go of anything that's not serving you. This opportunity to make space for what you do want to cultivate or invite in. As you lie here, if you'd like to connect to an intention, feel free to set an intention for tonight. Could be as simple as what brought you here to practice this evening. Maybe there's something specific on your mind that you'd like to get out of this evening for your body or for your mind or for your heart. And then when you're ready, just stretch the arms off of the body. Let them come out to T. Let the knees widen up to the ceiling so they're as wide as the mat, stacked right above the ankles and hips. And then windshield wiper the legs again. So let the legs fall left to right. And as we're doing this, let's get the head involved. So when the knees go to the left, just turn the head to the right. Inhale through center. Knees to the right, exhale, head to left. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. And exhale, switch. Take that a couple times on your own. Maybe close your eyes. It could be fast or slow, big or small. The next time that the knees come over to the left, just hold. The head will be to the right, the knees will be to the left. Eyes could be closed or soft gaze. You could hold here or place the left foot on the outer edge of the right thigh. So you just stack it on top there to give a little bit of extra weight. And then again, you could close your eyes. And feel that space that you're creating in your waist from your rib cage to the top of the hip. The space that you're creating from your hip down to your knee. A gentle stretch through the belly and the core of the body. Let your foot slide off the thigh. Bring the knees through center. Send the knees the other way. Turn your head away from the knees, and if you'd like, stack the right foot right over that left thigh. And take a few breaths. Good. Slide the foot off the thigh. Bring the knees through center. Wiggle the feet hip width, and then bring the arms alongside your body and turn your palms downward so your palms touch the ground. Press your navel towards your spine so you imprint your low back on the ground, and just flatten out that low back and feel the tail kind of tuck under without lifting the hips, just flattening out the back. Take a deep breath in and full breath out. It's like a pelvic tuck. The next time that you breathe in, press the tailbone down, let the low back lift away, let the belly expand. And then exhale, tuck. So like a little cat and cow, and you'll do that again. Inhale like a cow pose, tail lifts, belly expands, low back stretches away from the mat. And exhale like a cat pose, tailbone tucks, low back prints into the mat. One more time, exhale to tilt. And inhale to tuck. And then find a neutral pelvis, so somewhere between a tuck and a tilt. Pressing into your feet, lift your hips to a gentle bridge, just like a 50% bridge. It doesn't have to be all the way up. And exhale, lower the hips back down. If you'd like, begin to get your arms involved. So as you inhale, lift the hips and lift the arms. Let the backs, the hands come all the way to the back, let the hips come high. And then exhale, lower the body, lower the arms, let the hips touch, and let the palms touch. Do that again. Inhale, float the hips up, hips high, backs of hands come towards the ground. And exhale, lower hips, lower arms, touch down. One more time, inhale to rise. And exhale, release. Hold at the bottom. Extend your left leg long to the front of the mat. Bring your right knee in to hold your shin. You could also interlace your fingers over the shin and just rock that leg side to side a couple times to loosen up your hips. So just doing a little more work than usual on the ground just to kind of sink in here and move nice and easy tonight. It's to stretch out the body, and then holding the back of the leg, extend the leg to the ceiling. It could be straight or bent, and roll your ankle. And then start to roll your ankle the other way. Bend your knee, flex your foot so the foot shines towards the front of the mat. And then inhale, lengthen the leg, point your toe. You can point both your feet. As you exhale, bend the knee, flex both your feet. If there's uncomfortability in the low back, you could bend your left knee and place your foot on the ground. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, bend. You're going to stay here, soften the feet, so just let them relax. Left hand to right knee. Arm opens to T. And then guide that knee across the body. And as you do that, press the knee down slightly as you lift the arm up slightly. So now you're getting like a diagonal line through the right fingertips, down the arm, the armpit, the chest, the side body, the hip, the thigh, the knee. And you can turn the head away. And breathe here. Maybe close the eyes. So like half of a letter X. Just gliding right through the body from fingertip to knee. Feeling that big stretch. Good. And then go ahead and roll back onto your mat. Arm can come out to T, both arms, press into the foot, shift the hips if you need to, and send the right leg long. Bring the left knee into the belly. Hold the knee or the shin, or interlace the fingers on the shin, and rock your leg side to side. Good. And then hug your knee into your belly. Extend your leg up to the ceiling, hold the back of the leg and roll your ankle. And remember, that leg could be bent, it doesn't have to be straight. And if there's tenderness in the back, just bend your right knee and put your foot on the ground. Otherwise, you can stay here. And then bend the knee, flex the foot, exhale. Inhale, lengthen the leg, point your toes. Do that twice more. Exhale, bend and flex. Inhale, lengthen, straighten. One more time. Exhale, bend and flex. Inhale, lengthen and straighten. You're going to bend and flex and hold, and then just soften the feet. Take the right hand to the knee. The left hand opens to T, arm. And then guide the knee across the body. So you come to that knee down twist. And a little different than usual, you're going to slide that knee down a little bit so it's not quite in line with your hip. And you're going to lift the arm up so you get that diagonal line from your fingers to your knee. And then turn your head away from the knee and just close your eyes. And breathe here. Let your body relax. Feel that big stretch through the chest and the armpit and the side body. Good. Go ahead and slide the arm back to T. Come back onto your back body. Place your foot on the mat. Shift the hips back. And then let's take one more big stretch from fingers to toes. Stretch the whole body out. And then hug everything in. Bring the knees in. Lift the head even. Lift the tops of the shoulders. Squeeze up into that little tiny ball. And exhale, release. Come on to one side into fetal pose. And we'll stretch right up to seated. So you can press into the ground and lift yourself up. We'll come to cross legs for just a moment here. Once you get into cross legs, sweep the arms out and up above the head. And as you exhale, slide the hands to prayer. You can close your eyes and come back to any intention that you might have created for tonight. Just holding that intention in your heart and honoring whatever it is that you want to invite into this practice, into your body, into your mind, or into your heart. And then on an inhale, slide your hands to the ceiling, lengthen the arms. As you exhale, open the arms wide, drop the chin, bring your fingers to the ground. On your next inhale, left arm out and up. Exhale, up and over to the right, and just hold this side stretch. You could look up towards the ceiling. Take a deep in breath. As you exhale, wrap the top arm behind, turn the chin down, the thumb down, bend the elbow, back of hand to hip, or fingers wrap to the hip crease. Keep rolling the shoulder up as you roll the face down to get that nice stretch through the neck and the chest. And then arm that's behind the back can stretch above the ear again. Let the top arm pick you up, stretch up and over to the other side. Nice big stretch, looking up, deep breath. And exhale, turn the face down, wrap your arm behind so the thumb comes down, the elbow bends back of hand to hip or hip crease, and pause. Breathing here, closed eyes or steady gaze. Arm that's behind the back can reach above the ear again. Top arm comes up, hands come behind, interlace your fingers, and open up your heart. Press the fist down, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the chest. As you exhale, release the gaze and the hands and roll the shoulders. Let's unwind the legs and take the feet as wide as your mat. So just like you did when you were lying down, take a couple windshield wipers here, left to right. Just loosening up the hips again. That's good. Bring the knees up through center. Wiggle the feet together and the knees apart so you come to bound angle or Baddha Konasana. Holding on to the ankles, sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hips. You have a flat back. You could stay or place your hands on the feet, pressing the forearms towards the calves, having a long straight back or a rounded spine. And take a few breaths here. Good. When you're ready, lengthen to come up. Extend your left leg forward and put the sole of the right foot to your inner thigh. Scooch back a tiny bit. Lift your arms up. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips to come to forward fold. So you could hold the outer edges of the leg, the ankle, or the foot. You could lengthen here or take a deep fold. So your choice. You're going to hold for a few breaths. And then from where you are, lengthen to come up. Bring your right hand back behind the right hip. Point the toes of your left foot. Sweep the left arm down. You're going to pick your body up. So press into the hands and just sweep the hips high. Open your front body. Exhale, release back down. Flex your foot. And then switch sides. Send the other leg long and place the sole of that opposite foot into your inner thigh. One more time, you're going to lift the arms up. Take a deep breath. And exhale, reach up and over your leg to hold the leg, the ankle, or the foot. Long spine or rounded back. Couple breaths. Good. And then lengthen up. Like we did on that other side, bring the left hand behind your hip, point your right foot, sweep the right arm down, pick the hips up, float the hips high, look up. And exhale, release, back down. Let's come to all fours. So you can either cross the legs and come over the ankles, or you could unwind the legs. I'm just going to grab this mic and clip this back on. So I'll meet you in tabletop. You can come to all fours when you're ready. And then when you get to your tabletop, find hip circles quickly just to loosen up the hips and the low back. Just moving in any way that would feel good. So we're in this nice gentle candlelight class, just getting a good stretch. Trying to quiet our minds and connect to our bodies. Set up for our weekend. Move your hips the other way. And then when the hips come back, take a seat in your wide-kneed child's. Touch the big toes, separate the knees, sink the hips. You can hold here or press palms to prayer. Bend the elbows and fold your upper arms back towards your head. Take a few breaths. Good. Extend your arms forward. Shift your body forward to tabletop, right through cat pose. So let's round our backs and come all the way to our bellies for a moment. Make a pillow for your head. Stack the palms or fists. Bend the knees and let the shins fall left to right. Begin to circle the shins around to loosen up your knees and your low back. And then circle the shins the other way. And then let the legs come long, one leg, the other leg. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, back near your chest. Press into the hands, lift the heart, and come up to Sphinx. Slide your hands forward. Come on your forearms and your elbows. So have your elbows underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, open up the heart, and just gaze gently at the floor in front of the fingertips to find a nice, easy heart opener. So really concentrate on opening the heart and the chest and the collarbones. Pressing the pubic bone down, sliding the tailbone towards the heels, maybe closing your eyes or having a soft gaze. Strengthening the low back, opening the chest. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, release. Bring hands back underneath shoulders. Press up to tabletop. Curl your toes under and stretch out to puppy. Walk your hands forward and then bow the head down towards the ground. And you'll take a few breaths to get that big stretch in your back. Spreading fingers wide, activating the arms and holding here. Good. From where you are, slide your hands back by your shoulders on the ground. You're going to rock up to standing. So press into your hands. Find your weight on your feet. And take a forward fold. Step your feet hip width and give the head a shake. Yes. And give the head a shake. No. Let your head hang loose. Start to roll the shoulders up, back, and down a couple times. And then let the body hang, bend the knees, and roll yourself up. When you find the top, take your big sun breath. Inhale the arms out and up. Let your palms touch. And exhale, slide your hands to prayer. Close your eyes. Take a deep in breath. As you exhale, release your arms. Take a sun breath to the top. Let's interlace our fingers and release our pointer. Stretch up and over to the right as you bump your hips to the left to standing half moon. Inhale through center and exhale up and over the other way. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your hands behind, drop your chin, interlace your fingers, and then press the fist down so you can squeeze the backs of the shoulders together and open up the heart. As you exhale, bend the knees, bend the hips, sit into Utkatasana or standing squat in that skier variation. So the hips are bent, the knees are bent, body's long from tail to head. And then release the hands, sweep them over the head if that's comfortable. Hold there. Utkatasana, standing squat. Straighten the legs. And as you exhale, swan dive over bent knees. Bend the knees, open the arms. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands come to shins, stretch your spine. Exhale, deep fold, drop the body and bend the knees. As you inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up, let your palms touch. And exhale, slide your hands to prayer. Close your eyes. Take a deep in breath. As you exhale, release your arms. Go ahead and walk to the top of your mat. Take another sun breath and we'll stay standing. And as you exhale, open the arms. Take a hold of your hips. Step onto the left foot and send the right leg back to a high lunge. So just wiggle that foot back and you'll hold here. Once you get to your high lunge, lift the arms out and up to frame your head. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, palms come forward, back knee bends, and dip your body down. And then inhale, rise up, straighten arms, straighten legs, lift your hands up above the head. Exhale, press down and through. And inhale, rise up and out. One more time, press through. And inhale, rise up. You're going to stay at the top. The next time you breathe out, bend the front knee to warrior two. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, open up. Spin the back heel down, widen the arms and pause. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. On your next inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the legs, dance back and look up. Keep your legs straight, open the arms to T, and then bump the hip back as you come all the way to triangle. Bring the front hand to the shin, the top arm to the ceiling. Bottom hand could touch the shin, the ankle, or come right down to the ground. You could also put a block underneath that hand. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take the top arm and release it down to the bottom arm. You could look down. And then you're just going to slide that hand along the bottom arm, across the collarbones, across the chest, all the way to the ceiling. Twice more, release. And inhale, slide up. One more time, exhale. And inhale, slide up. I'm going to stay at the top, breathe here. On an in-breath, arm bones pick you up, bend the front knee and dance back. On your next in-breath, open arms shoulder height as you straighten your legs. Turn the toes forward, the heels back, wide-legged stance, lift your arms up. And exhale, hinge to a half forward fold. Bring your head in line with your tail. Press out here, hands are gently on the shins. If you can reach the ground, go ahead and touch the ground. If not, keep holding the legs. And bend the right knee gently. Feel your body shift that way slightly. Inhale through center. Exhale, left knee bends, body shifts that way. Inhale, center. And one more time each side. It's warming up the ankles and the knees, building some heat in the legs, the inner thighs. Come to that long, flat back. Let's take a twist here. So bring, if you can, the right hand underneath the face, like a tripod. If that doesn't work, keep holding your leg, if you're holding your legs. If you're touching the ground, or either way, bring your left hand to your left hip. So right hand on the ground or to your leg, left hand to left hip, and then open the left shoulder. And if you want, lift the left arm. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and melt now, or come back to your half forward fold. So if you're holding your legs, just keep doing that. If you want to go to a deep fold, go ahead, shake the head, left to right or up and down. Maybe roll the shoulders. Whatever would feel good. And then we're going to lengthen out again. So pull the head away from the hips. Place the left hand underneath the face. Bring the right hand to your hip. Rotate the right shoulder open and look to the side. And if you want, lift the right arm. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release. Melt the body back down. One more time. Shake it, yes. And shake it, no. Let your head hang loose, bend the knees, and slowly, slowly roll on up. At the top, nice big sun breath. The arms sweep out and up above the head. And exhale, strong arms come to shoulder height to pause. Spin the left foot back to the front. That was your original working. Bend your left knee back to warrior two. Take a deep in breath. And find your cartwheel down the left arm, the right arm. You pluck the back heel up and soften the back knee down. Press into your right hand. Lift the left arm and twist here to a knee down revolved lunge. Take a deep breath. And exhale, release your hand. Back out of your hips enough so you can bring your left leg back. Hold your knee down plank. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower the elbows back so the body comes to your belly. Uncurl your toes. Lift to cobra by reaching the heart forward, sliding the shoulders down, pointing the elbows back. And exhale to your belly. Shift up and back to child's pose all the way to stretch hips to heels, knees hip width or they widen. Arms extend or palms press to prayer. Arms stay straight or elbows bend. And forearms come back towards the head, couple breaths. Good, extend the arms. Shift forward through tabletop, all fours, curl the toes under, and your choice this time to either come back out to puppy pose, like we just did earlier, or come up to dog. So down dog, you'd lift the knees, right? So your choice, down dog or puppy. Wherever you are, let's take a couple rounds of a letting go breath. So breathe in through the nose. Exhale a sigh. And take that again, deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. When you're ready, walk back to forward fold, either feet to hands or hands to feet, or just come to roll up to stand on your 2 feet. Give the head a shake, yes. Give your head a shake, no. Let your head hang loose, bend the knees, slowly, slowly roll your body up. Press down into the feet, round your back. At the top, big sun breath, inhale, arms lift. Exhale through prayer. Close your eyes. Take a moment to stand up nice and tall and come back to your intention. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Whole thing from the top. So take your sun breath. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Stretch up and over to either side. Nice big stretch. So it's that standing half moon. Inhale through center. And exhale the other way. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your hands behind you. Drop your chin, interlace your fingers. Press your fists down, squeeze your shoulders together, open your chest. And exhale, sit low to skier pose. So it's the whole thing you just did. So you're going to hold here. It's like Utkatasana, that standing squat, but fingers are interlaced. If that doesn't work for your body, hold your hips. You're opening your heart, you're opening your chest, you're building strength in your legs, and you're breathing. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hands, frame your heads. That's a more traditional version of Utkatasana or standing squat, also known as chair pose. As you inhale, stand up, Tadasana, mountain pose. And exhale, bend the knees, swan dive over your bent legs. Inhale, lengthen out, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins. Press the head away from the tail, flat back. Exhale, melt to a deep fold by bending the knees. And open the arms, reverse swan dive to come to stand, palms touch. Exhale through prayer. One more time, eyes can close, and just really feel your breath and feel your body here. Take another deep in-breath. And exhale, release. You'll take one last sun breath to the top. Inhale up. As you exhale, open the arms, catch the hips, and walk up to the top of your mat so you have room to step back. Stand on the right foot, send the left leg back. So we're starting in that high lunge that we did on the other side. So same standing sequence. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, turn your palms forward, bend the back knee, press down. Inhale, rise out and up, straighten the legs. Exhale, press down and through, bend the knees. One more time, inhale, lift up. Good. And exhale, press through. Inhale, lift up to stay at the top, and then as you breathe out, bend the front knee, but keep the back leg straight. Take another deep breath. Full exhale. And then come on up to straighten the legs and find your way to warrior two. Spin the back heel down, rearrange the feet so the front heel is intersecting the arch of the back foot. Look out over front finger. Take a deep breath. Full breath out. Strong legs, strong open hips. Reverse triangle. Straighten your legs, dance back. Keep the legs straight. Open the arms shoulder height, and right away you're just going to bump the hips back and reach as far as you can. So you bring the front hand to the shin, the ankle, or the ground, your choice. But you're trying to get long. So if you're trying to reach the ground and all of a sudden you're collapsing, come up a little higher on your shin and really stretch the top arm up and have the upper body stacked above the bottom leg. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, close the top arm down, look down. And slide that arm along the bottom arm, right across the collarbones and chest, all the way up to the ceiling to look up. One more time, exhale, release, lower down. And inhale, slide all the way up. Lift up, look up. One last time, exhale, close that book of your body all the way down. And then inhale, slide it up. You're going to hold the top, pause, breathe. Top arm pulls you up, front knee bends, back, reverse warrior. Inhale, arms open, shoulder height. Exhale, toes forward, heels back. Lift your arms up. As you exhale, dive forward. Keep going, just how we did on the other side. So we started with that flat back. You'll lengthen. And remember, option here, you could have your hands to your legs. So the ground, if it feels too far away, just grab a hold of your legs. Otherwise, you can touch the ground. Bring your right hand under the face or keep it on your leg. Bring your left hand to your hip. Roll the left shoulder and chest open. Look to the side and then lift the top arm up, the left arm. Take a breath. And exhale, surrender, melt, relax. Inhale, lengthen, press that away from your tail. Bring your left hand under the face, bring the right hand to the hip, roll the right shoulder and chest open. Pause, lift the right arm. Take a breath. And exhale, melt, relax. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your thighs. Press off your thighs to lengthen. Push the head away from the tail all the way up. Take a big sun breath. Inhale. Exhale, arm shoulder height. Doing great. Turn the right foot forward, the foot that you were working. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Take a deep in breath. And exhale, slow cartwheel. One arm, the other arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot and soften the back knee. Press into the left hand, revolve, lift the right arm. Ring out, take a deep inhale. And exhale, release. Back out of the hips. Send the front leg back to meet the back leg. You find your knee down plank, uncurl your toes, point your elbows back, and come to your belly. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart, point the elbows back, release the shoulders down. And exhale, release to your belly. Let's go back to one last child's. Press into hands, shift the hips back. Big toes could touch or stay hip width. Arms extend or back to that prayer variation. Palms touch. Elbows could bend and forearms could fold back to head. Few breaths here. Good. Extend the arms forward. Shift the hands back underneath the shoulders. Lengthen your spine to come up to sit on your heels. And we'll take a high kneel here. So bring the knees hip width and stand up on the shins. Lift the hips, lift the arms all the way up. As you exhale, take a hold of your lower back by bringing the fingers down, the elbows back, and just placing the hands there. Inhale to lift your heart, look up, open up. And exhale, release the gaze, release the hips. Bring the hips to the side and swing the legs around to the front. Let's scooch our bodies forward towards the top of the mat. And we'll come to lie down. We'll do a little more work on our mats before we rest in Shavasana. So lift the arms up and exhale, slowly lower. Tuck the tail, scoop the belly, come all the way onto your back. And then when you get down, take your big stretch out again. Send the legs forward, send the arms behind, just like we did in the very beginning. Gather the knees up into your belly, hold the knees or the shins or wrap the arms around the legs. And take your rock. Close your eyes. Notice any difference or change or shift from now and when you first started, just less than an hour ago. Bring your hands on top of the knees and start to circle your knees around one way. Good. Circle your knees the other way. And hug the knees into the belly, open the knees apart. Slide the hands along the shins to take a hold of the ankles, the tops of the feet, or the outer edges of the feet. So like a bound angle or Baddha Konasana. And close your eyes and just pause here for a moment. And you're welcome to stay or come up to happy baby. You could also grab a hold of the big toes here. Flex your feet up to the ceiling and find your rock side to side. Nice, easy rock, back and forth. Then pause here through center. Bring your feet back together, hands back to knees, knees and legs back together. Feet to the ground, knees to ceiling, arms open to T. Cross your right ankle over your left knee to hold in figure 4. You could stay, or you could pick the left foot up and you could take a hold of the back of the left thigh or the front of the left shin. Pausing there, or extend your left leg up to the ceiling. Take a few breaths. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, re-bend your left knee. Place your left foot back to the mat. Open the arms to T and cross the legs closer. Press into the bottom foot. Scooch the hips to the right. You're more on the left hip. Knees come to the left. Head turns to the right. Hold here and breathe, or unwind the legs and just let them stack. Good. Bring the knees up through center. Press into the bottom foot. Shift the hips back. Lift your knees up off the ground, or knees up towards your chest, feet off the ground. Hold your knees. So you've got your legs braided close and you're holding your knees up to your belly. You could stay here, or slide your hands along opposite shin to take a hold of the top of the foot or the outer edge of the foot and just kind of pull the feet gently away from each other towards your hips. So you start to really flatten out your back and open the hip. So feeling maybe a big stretch in the outer edge of that top hip. So this is the same as Gomukhasana, or cow face. So we do this pose seated sometimes. So same thing, but we're on our back, so it might be a little more accessible. Just breathing into the hips. Good. Take another deep breath. Exhale, release. Place your left foot on the ground, arms out to T, unwind the legs. And then whole thing on the other side. So we start with figure 4, left ankle over right knee. Stay here, or pick the right foot up, hold the back of the right thigh or the front of the shin. You could also extend the right leg up to the ceiling and pause and breathe. And take a deep breath in. And full breath out. And when you're ready, re-bend the right knee. Place your right foot to the ground and open the arms to T. Cross your legs close, inner thighs touch. Press into bottom foot, scoot your hips to the left. You're more on the right hip, and then let the knees go to the right, turn the head to the left, and close your eyes. And breathe here. Just settling in. Good. And then when you're ready, head comes through center, knees come through center, shift the hips back, and just pause, and then lift the knees back up to the belly. Place your hands on the knees, and give yourself a little squeeze there, hugging the knees in. Holding or sliding hands along shins to grab ankles or tops of feet or outer edges of feet, and just gently pulling the feet away from each other. So you start to really open the hips, the outer edge of the hip, the IT band. Low back is long and lengthened. Eyes could close, or soft, steady gaze. Good. And then release your feet. Place your bottom foot on the ground, unwind the legs. Like we did in the very beginning, just step the feet wide and take a few windshield wipers last time, just to loosen up the hips. Good. And this time when the knees come to center, hold. Wiggle your feet together and your knees apart so the soles of the feet can touch. If this is too much, you could put blocks or pillows underneath the legs. Let your palms come open like Shavasana. You could also place your hands on the belly, or place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. You could also let the arms frame the head, let the back of one hand fall into the palm of the other hand. So find a place that feels good for your arms and your legs. If this doesn't feel good, take that supportive rest where the inner thighs and knees touch and the feet are wide, like the opposite of what you're doing. And just take a moment to land and to breathe into the hips. Breathe into any area of tension that you're experiencing. Whether it's in your body or your mind or your heart, just sending the breath to whatever area that needs it most. Good. And then when you're ready, let the arms come alongside the body. If they're not already, just to gently tap the outer edge of the thigh and then bring the thighs together as you wiggle the feet apart and just rest the hands in the lowest part of the belly for a moment. Take another breath in. As you exhale, turn your head to the right and pause. Send your breath and awareness to the outer edge of the left side of the neck. Deep breath in. And full breath out. As you inhale, come through center. And as you exhale, turn your head the other way and pause. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Inhale through center. Exhale right where you are. Take this moment to come back to any intention that you set. To notice again how you feel right now in your body. Just send gratitude to yourself. And gratitude for any of the many blessings outside yourself that you're feeling particularly thankful or appreciative of right now in this moment. From here, we'll make our way to Shavasana, so feel free to take any final poses or stretches or movement that you'd like along the way. And when you're ready, just open the knees slightly and stretch one leg long and the other leg long, and then let the arms fall off the body. So the backs of the hands touch the ground, the palms open up, the eyes fall closed. And feel yourself settle in for this deep rest. So you'll remain on your back, and I'll just guide you into Shavasana. So on your back with those long legs, start to feel your whole body relax. Begin to feel your breath soften. Let your eyes fall back. Let your mind settle. Feel yourself let go and surrender a little deeper, a little further. Is there any place that you're still holding where you could release? Feel yourself held and supported here. Let your whole entire body relax. Feel your upper body relax. Your lower body relax. The front of your body. The back of the body. All the outer edges and corners of the body. Allowing yourself to slip into this place of complete ease and peace and well-being. You'll take the next couple moments here just to land and take in whatever you need from tonight. And staying just as you are without needing to disturb your body or your rest. Let your awareness come back and feel your breath deepen again. Feel the breath move into all the edges and corners of the body once more. And as you lie here, I'll share a reading with you called Home. You've sought it everywhere, but you're already there. Home, the flowing river of the heart. Love holding you in close embrace. It's not a place, but a state of being. Grace received and offered back. Home, the taste of truth and refuge. As your breath deepens and you tune back into your body, start to bring movement in when you're ready. And eventually coming onto either side to a fetal pose. And then taking your time to press back to seated with eyes closed or a soft, relaxed gaze. Take the backs, the hands, the knees, or the lap, and lengthen the spine from the base of the tail to the top of the head. Palms open to receive, coming back home to yourself, back home to any intention that you created, back home to the stillness and peace and love and compassion of your own heart. We'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, joining our voices together, even from afar. We'll start with a letting go breath. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. On your next in-breath, bring your hands together in front of the heart to prayer. And as you breathe out, bow your head to yourself. And we'll begin. Take a deep inhale. As you bow your head back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful Friday and a fabulous weekend. So good to see you guys. I'm glad that you were able to be here today. You know it's a relaxing class when the lights turn off at the end on their own from not moving around enough. So thanks so much. It was so great to see you guys. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Helen. It was great. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend. And we'll be in touch real soon. So enjoy this nice weather. All right. Thanks, Chris. Good to see you. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.